Connection methods: minus universal serial bus, USB slash USB-C slash micro, USB slash mini USB. Minus lightning, minus near-field communication, NFC. Minus Bluetooth, minus tethering hotspot. Think of mobile connectivity as the nervous system of our portable devices. In the world of the CompTIA A+ exam, a mobile device isn't just a phone or a tablet. It is a highly integrated computer that must constantly talk to the world around it. Whether it's charging a battery, syncing data with a PC, or sharing an internet connection with a laptop, these methods are the handshakes that make modern mobile computing possible. For a technician, mastering these connection methods is about more than just knowing which plug fits where. It is about understanding the bandwidth, the distance, and the security trade-offs of each standard. Part 1, the Wired Evolution Universal Serial Bus, USB. We begin with the most common physical connection on the planet. USB. Over the last 2 decades, USB has evolved from a simple way to connect a mouse into a high-speed powerhouse capable of transferring 8K video and charging a laptop. 1 mini USB and micro USB. Before the current era of slim phones, we had mini USB. You'll mostly find this today on older legacy devices like digital cameras or older GPS units. It was sturdy but relatively thick. As phones got thinner, the industry moved to micro USB for nearly 10 years. This was the standard for almost every non-Apple phone. It has a distinct D shape, which means it can only be plugged in one way. From a technician's standpoint, micro USB is notorious for being fragile. The small teeth inside the port often wear out or bend if a user tries to force the cable in upside down. 2 USB-C, the modern standard. Today, USB-C is the king of wired connectivity. It solved the biggest frustration of the older standards. It is symmetrical. There is no upside down with USB-C. But USB-C is much more than just a convenient shape. It supports USB power delivery, allowing it to send massive amounts of wattage to charge devices quickly. It also supports alternative modes, meaning a single USB-C cable can carry a DisplayPort signal, a Thunderbolt signal, or even a standard Ethernet connection. When a user asks why their cheap USB-C cable isn't charging their laptop, you, as the technician, must explain that while the connector is the same, the internal wiring and the standard it supports can vary wildly. Part 2, the Apple ecosystem, Lightning. For many years, Apple stood apart from the rest of the industry with the Lightning connector. Introduced in 2012, Lightning was revolutionary because it was much smaller than the old 30-pin iPod dock, and like USB-C, it was reversible. From a technical perspective, Lightning is a proprietary 8-pin digital signal. One interesting detail for the exam is that the brains of a Lightning connection actually live inside the cable itself. Lightning cables contain a small authentication chip. This is why, when a user buys a knockoff cable from a gas station, their iPhone might display a message saying, "This accessory may not be supported." The phone is checking for that specific Apple-certified chip. While Apple has transitioned its latest iPads and iPhones to USB-C due to international regulations, millions of Lightning-based devices remain in the field, and you must be prepared to support them. Part 3, Short-Range Wireless, NFC and Bluetooth. Now we move away from cables and into the airwaves. Mobile devices use different bands of wireless energy to communicate over short distances. 1. Near-Field Communication, NFC. NFC is the contactless connection. It operates on a very specific frequency and has an extremely short range, usually less than 4 centimeters or about 1.5 inches. Because the range is so short, NFC is incredibly secure. It is the technology behind contactless payments like Apple Pay and Google Pay. When you tap your phone at a register, the two devices use NFC to exchange a secure, encrypted token. NFC is also used for tap-to-pair. If you have NFC headphones, you can tap them against your phone. The NFC handshake automatically tells the phone the Bluetooth address of the headphones, saving the user from having to scroll through menus to find them. 2. Bluetooth. Bluetooth is the Personal Area Network, or PAN. It is designed for medium-range communication, typically reaching up to 10 meters, about 30 feet. As a technician, you must understand the pairing process. Bluetooth uses a master-slave or primary-secondary relationship. For two devices to talk, they must be paired, which usually involves putting one device into discovery mode and entering a PIN or confirming a code on the other. A common troubleshooting scenario for the A+ exam involves interference. Because Bluetooth operates on the 2.4 GHz frequency, the same frequency used by old Wi-Fi routers, microwave OV. ENS and baby monitors, it can sometimes struggle in noisy environments. If a user's Bluetooth mouse is stuttering, your first step is to look for other 2.4 GHz devices nearby. Part 4. Sharing the connection, tethering, and hotspots. What happens when your laptop has no Wi-Fi, but your phone has a strong 5G signal? This is where tethering and hotspots come in. These allow your mobile device to act as a bridge between the cellular network and your other computers. 1. The Mobile Hotspot Wireless. A mobile hotspot turns your phone into a miniature Wi-Fi router. The phone uses its cellular data to get on the internet and then broadcasts a Wi-Fi signal that other devices can join. The benefit: it's incredibly convenient. Multiple devices, like a laptop, a tablet, and a friend's phone, can all connect to one hotspot at the same time. The trade-off: it is a massive drain on the battery and can be very expensive if the user does not have an unlimited data plan. It also introduces security risks. A technician should always ensure the hotspot has a strong password and is using WPA2 or WPA3 encryption. 2. Tethering, wired or Bluetooth. While hotspot usually refers to a Wi-Fi connection, tethering typically refers to a one-to-one connection, often via a USB cable. USB tethering: you plug your phone into your laptop via USB, the laptop sees the phone as a wired network adapter. This is the most secure method because the data isn't traveling through the air where it can be intercepted. It also has the added benefit of charging the phone while it provides data. Bluetooth tethering: this is a slower, low-power version of tethering. It's rarely used today because the speeds are so slow compared to 5G, but it is a useful emergency backup if Wi-Fi and USB are not options. Part 5. Comparing the standards for the exam. To lock this in for your test, let's look at the quick comparison of these connection methods. If the goal is high-speed data and charging, the answer is USB-C. If the goal is connecting a headset or mouse wirelessly, the answer is Bluetooth. If the goal is making a secure payment at a store, the answer is NFC. If the goal is providing internet to a laptop in a park, the answer is a hotspot or USB tethering. Part 6. Troubleshooting mobile connectivity. As a technician, you will spend half your time fixing these connections. Here is your professional mental checklist. Check the port. Mobile devices live in pockets and bags. They collect lint. If a USB-C or lightning cable won't sit flush, the most common fix is carefully cleaning the port with a non-metallic pick or compressed air. Toggle the radio. If Bluetooth or NFC isn't working, the first step is to toggle airplane mode. This restarts all the wireless radios on the device. Power requirements. If a device is tethering or acting as a hotspot, it is doing a lot of work. If the device gets too hot, it may throttle or slow down the connection to protect the internal hardware. Profile conflicts. For Bluetooth issues, forget this device, and repairing from scratch solves 90% of all software-related connection errors. Summary for the professional technician. To conclude, mobile connectivity is a mix of legacy hardware and cutting-edge wireless protocols. You must know your cables. Mini and micro USB are legacy. USB-C is the modern, reversible standard, and Lightning is the proprietary Apple standard. You must know your wireless. NFC is for taps and payments, very short range. Bluetooth is for your personal area network, short range. And finally, you must know how to share. Hotspots provide Wi-Fi to multiple devices, while USB tethering provides a secure, one-to-one wired connection to a single computer.